Shalom. I want to start off by saying Kal Ali Mlan, Yahweh Yahushai. Okay, which is to say all praises to the Most High, in the name of the Son, okay, and the Son, all right. But you know, it's another day out here in the streets, man. You know, preaching this gospel, okay, the good news, okay. You know, pretty much I want to go into Isaiah the 14th chapter, okay? Because, you know, I was speaking about it with someone earlier this week, and, you know, I was just going over the basics, you know, that person had. And, you know, it's not important who, but, you know, and I want to go over that chapter because, you know, it's a lot going into that chapter, man. You know, and I think it's an excellent topic for a video, okay? You know, to go into and dive deep into Isaiah the 14th chapter, because it's a famous chapter, man. Everybody knows about Lucifer, and you know, when you bring up that term Lucifer, people understand that that's some sort of villain of some sort, okay? They might not know who Lucifer is exactly or what it's talking about, Isaiah the 14th chapter, but they know the term Lucifer. They understand that is referring to the evil one in Isaiah the 14th chapter. But let me go into it, man. You know, so this is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land, and the stranger shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Okay. So the Lord's ultimately going to have mercy on Israel, Yashar Allah, man. Okay? All right? Right. And pretty much right now we're cleaving to the house of Jacob right now. Okay? All right? We're cleaving. We have zeal. All right? Isaiah 14:2, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors, right? And right now, we're not ruling over our oppressors right now, okay? Right now, our oppressors are ruling over us, okay? You so-called white people, you so-called Chinese, you so-called Japanese, you so-called Africans, you so-called East Indians, okay? You different heathen of the elite, okay, of the super rich, you're ruling over us, okay? We're not ruling over you, okay? So in the kingdom, very soon, which is soon to happen, the Lord's going to flip everything, flip the script, okay? We're going to be on top, and you heathen are going to be on the bottom, okay? And indeed, we shall possess you for captives, okay? Servants and handmaids, so men and females, okay? And we're going to have the pretty females of you different heathen nations, man. Okay? Verse 3. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve. And right now we're serving hard bondage right now, okay? You know, you look at the so-called Latinos, man, just the Northern Kingdom alone, okay? What they have to go through just to be able to get by. It's you know, it's sad, man, okay? We as a nation, we're destroyed, okay? And we are the only ones who really fit the curses of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter right now. We're the only ones. There was no other nation on the planet that you can go into history and prove and line up with Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, man. There's no other nation that you can line that prophecy up with, okay? You can't line up so-called white man because they don't fit those prophecies, man. Okay, they fit the prophecies of being that troop that overcame Gad. Okay, they fit the prophecies of them coming over here and as swift as an eagle. Those are the prophecies that you so-called white people fit. Okay, I mean your national symbol is the eagle, man. Okay, it's always been the eagle. Okay, Because indeed, you so-called white people, you're known for being swift and you're known for being deadly. Okay? Just like the eagle. Okay? But you're not the Israelites, though. You're Edomites, man. Okay? Anyways, verse 4. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. It's funny too, because they actually call California the Golden State, man. You know, they actually call this place the Golden State, you know? So, I mean, this is talking about America as a whole, okay? This is talking about the U.S. as a whole, man, okay? But, I just, you know, it's just an observation of mine, because they, you know, each state, there's 50 states in the U.S., right? And each little state has their little, their slogan, so to speak, you know. I know Nevada is they're called the Silver State, okay? California, the Golden State, Texas, the Lone Star State. So each little state has their own slogan, right? But California is funny because it's actually called the Golden State, you know? I just thought that was funny, man. But yeah, this is talking about America, though, as a whole, okay? Verse 5. The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers, okay? And indeed, the Lord will put you Edomites and you heathen, he will take you out of rule, okay? Out of the position of rulership. Verse 6. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hindereth, okay? So all these different nations, man, eventually they're gonna have their way with you too, man, okay? You know, because you so-called white people, man, you rule in a very unmerciful manner, okay? You don't have any mercy on anyone, okay? Including these heathen nations, you don't have mercy on people, you know? So when they finally have their way with you, man, they're gonna have their way with you, man. I'm telling you. It's going to be a bad case for you so-called white people, man. All the heathen nations, they're going to come after your ass, man. You know? So, it's going to be a horrible thing, man, to be an Edomite real soon. Right now, everyone wants to be an Edomite, right? You know, everyone, especially our people. You know, you so-called Latin females, you dye your hair blonde and shit, okay? You call it the what do they call it? The highlights, okay? Oh, I'm doing my highlights, you know? Why are you striving to be like the white woman, man? Why? The Lord gave you beautiful hair, man. You know, but you Latina females, you're trying to be like the white female, the so-called Caucasian, okay? Why? You know? But why? Because you want to be like them. You want to be in that position. You look at them like that's where you want to be. You don't, but real soon it's going to be the other way around, okay? You so-called white people, you're going to be in the bottom, I'm telling you, man, okay? I'm telling you, you are the wicked that the scriptures talk about. Verse 7, the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us. You know, and when you look up that word feller, okay, it actually means to someone that cuts down trees, okay? Come on, man, what race of people is known for that? Okay? That's you Edomites, man. It's always the corporate Edomite, the big time, the big shot Edomite that's always bringing about their you know, their commercial real estate and chopping down trees like crazy, man. Okay? No respect for the local ecosystem, no respect for the nature around them, okay? And even the trees hate you, man, okay? You know? I'm telling you, man. You can't make this stuff up, okay? You can't. You just can't. Okay? It's always you corporate so-called white people, you big shot Edomites, man, that have these big plans and shit, and you know, you have no consideration for the things that you're doing, okay? I'm telling you, that word feller literally means someone who cuts down trees. See, this is how you know that this chapter is talking about, it's talking about someone, not specifically like, as if it's just one guy and shit. No, it's referring to a people, man. Okay. And you see, and I was explaining this, you know, to someone, right, throughout the week. And there's just, man, they're not going to get it, man, okay? They're not going to understand these things. These things are too deep for them, okay? It's too much, okay? Too much knowledge, man, okay? Because Lucifer is referring to the so-called white people, so you can understand, okay? And I know that sounds out there. I know that to you people that have never heard that, you're going to say, oh, what? How the hell is that talking about that? Where do you get that from? I'm reading it to you right now, okay? This is referring to, Lucifer is referring to the Edomite people, man. Okay? Verse 9. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It hath raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. Verse 10. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Okay, right. Okay, and that's pretty much the state of America. Okay, that's the state of America that it's falling into. Okay, it's falling. This place is falling into a very weak state, man. Okay, and indeed the other nations are seeing it, man. America doesn't manufacture anymore. Okay. This place doesn't innovate anymore, okay? Soon they want to get rid of crypto, okay? This place has a strong resentment against new technology, okay? All because it's less money and the people in power for them, okay? So this place is falling way behind, man. And indeed, these nations, they're catching up quick, okay? It's no longer the technological leader of the world anymore. Okay, these other nations, they're outpacing this place, man. Okay, let me read that one more time. Verse 10. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave. The noise of thy vials, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. Referring to decay, and also referring to the music, man. Okay, the music's garbage. Okay, this place doesn't have, it's losing taste, man. It's losing its class. Okay, America's becoming a very trashy place. Okay, so, you know, so Lucifer is referring to the so-called white man, the Edomite people, but America is also in there as well, because this place is pretty much the dwelling place of these Edomites, even though they have different countries as well, okay, that they resort in, okay, i.e. Russia, of course. You have Edomites over there. You have Russian Edomites. You have Edomites in England, okay, Edomites in Ireland, in the UK. So you have Edomites all throughout the different parts of the world, but America is referring, or Lucifer, which I'm about to read real soon, is referring to the Edomites, okay, and America, the U.S. as a whole, okay. Verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? Okay, so I'm gonna read that one more time. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground? So let's break it down, man. Okay, Lucifer means light bearer, man. When you look it up, it means he who bears the light. Okay, even in Spanish, when you say turn on the light, you would say prende la luz. Okay, Lucifer just means light bearer. That's it. Okay, that's all Lucifer stands for. Okay, now that we've covered that, okay, that's how you know that these so-called white people, here in America, okay, America, they are Lucifer because they even call themselves the Illuminati, man. Okay? And what does Illuminati mean, man? Illuminati literally means illuminated ones, the people with the light. Okay? So, I'm telling you, I know this is deep, but Lucifer pretty much is referring to America, okay? Which these Edomites rule and control anyways, okay? So, that's who Lucifer is referring to, okay? Because this chapter as well was going into verse 8 when you read, it was referring to, it was calling them fellers, man, okay? So, the feller, Lucifer, the king of Babylon, okay? The golden city, okay? All of this is referring to America and the so-called white man, man. Okay? The so-called white man is the feller and the king of Babylon, okay? And America is the golden city, okay? This place is the golden city that the Bible speaks about, okay? I mean, bro, they literally call California the golden state. Come on, man. This is the golden city. This is Babylon, man, okay? And this is where, and California is where you had all of this Hollywood sprung, where it came from, man. Okay, the multitudes of sorceries and all of these witchcrafts all came from California, man. Okay, so the whole world at one point was looking at America like this great place that you just wanted to be in, man. But now this place is on a decline. Okay, now it's falling. Okay. Anyways, man, let's see. I'm gonna read that one more time, right? So Isaiah 14:12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. And who's done that, man? Come on, man. It's so plain to see who's done that. Who on earth has sent satellites into space? Okay? Who else sent satellites into space? It wasn't the blacks, the so-called blacks, okay? It wasn't them. It wasn't the so-called Hispanics, okay? The so-called wetbacks. It couldn't have been them. They're too poor for that, man. Okay? And according to you so-called white people, we're too stupid too, right? You know, we're the so-called minority, right? So who laid their nest among the stars? Who? It's you, white boy, okay? It's you. You literally sent satellites into space. You tried and attempted to make the stars of heaven your throne, okay? What do you think you call a Starlink, man? Okay? So it's always you so-called white people that lay your nest among the stars, that send these satellites into space. That's you. That's your doing, man. That's not any other race on the planet, man. Okay? But that's how you know that this is referring to you so-called white people. It's not referring to, Lucifer is not referring to Satan, okay? The demonic entity Satan is a son of God, man. Okay? And that's enough. See, that's gonna trip you people out that's gonna trip you way the hell out, man. You know, because then you're gonna look at me like, well, he just said Satan is the son of God. It tells you that in the book of Job, the 1st chapter, man. Okay, when Satan was present at a heavenly council, it goes to show you that there's councils in the heavens, man. Okay, but the Lord was pretty much showing off his servant Job. Job. And Satan, when you read the 1st chapter of Job, Satan was pretty much, you know, he was. When you read the chapter, you know, I mean, you read how Satan was talking to the Lord. You know, he was telling him that look, you know, you take away all his goods, you know. Take away everything from him, watch, and he'll curse thee to thy face. Goes to show you how the spiritual demon Satan actually thinks, man. Okay. Hey, Satan is a trip, man. But see, that shows you what kind of hoe ass nigga he is, man. Okay. Satan is something else, man. But he's a son of God, though. Okay. He's actually, the Lord created Satan. Okay. Okay. Lucifer is referring to somebody else, man. Is referring to a physical manifestation of Satan. Okay. Which are you Edomites, you so-called white people. Okay. You're the seed of the wicked. Okay. Because the Lord, when you read the scriptures, he called his seed through Jacob, right? But then Esau, all throughout the Bible, you read Esau's pretty much hated of the Most High. Okay? It tells you that in the book of Obadiah. Okay? And it even makes references in the New Testament as well. So for you people that get offended, you know, oh, this guy's too Old Testament for me. He's too, what the hell is that supposed to mean, man? What do you mean too Old Testament for you? Okay? Even the New Testament is just as rough as the Old Testament, man. You people have a twisted idea of what this Bible's about, man. Okay? You people don't read. That's what it is. You don't read. All right? But the Lord hates Esau and the Lord loves Jacob. Okay? So there's an actual race of people that the Lord doesn't like. Okay? And to show you that it wasn't referring to Esau as an individual, okay, because Esau was long dead at that time, okay? He was long gone, okay? So, who was he referring to, man? Okay, he was referring to the descendants of that race, man, the progenitor of the Edomites, man, okay? The whole race of people, man. Esau and his entire lineage, okay? His entire race. Right, and when you read Obadiah, it talks about how the Lord is going to burn and consume Esau, man. Okay? But the house of Joseph, okay, referring to the northern kingdom, and Judah, okay, the so-called blacks, okay, they're all going to be straight, man. They're going to be taken care of, man. Okay? So I'm going to read that one more time. Isaiah 14:13. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I mean, come on, who else has done that, man? Who else has exalted their throne above the stars of God? You know? Which they haven't even gone to other planets and other space, other galaxies. Sorry. Okay, they wish they did. They wish they could, but the Lord has sent boundaries to you, man. You know, like I always say, man, the same way you have a limit to your credit card, okay, it's the same way the Lord has a limit to how much you white people can really extend your throne to, okay? You can't, the Lord doesn't want you getting into other galaxies and other planets. That's not for you, okay? Could you imagine, man? Could you imagine how much destruction and death they would bring if the Lord let these Edomites to other planets? It would be a mess, man. It would be an absolute mess, okay? No, that is reserved for the Israelites, okay? That's the kingdom of heaven, okay? And that's not for you, okay? Your kingdom is this. This is your piece of the pie. This is your slice, okay? Anyways, verse 14. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. And this is what you Edomites always say, man, okay? You know, you're always blaspheming in those manners, man. Okay. Verse 15. But and you know, I just want to say this too. The RFID chip is going to control a lot of you people in ways that you never thought were possible. Okay. So that's another way that the so-called white man is going to, or that's another way that he thinks like the Most High. Okay. Because the Most High pretty much controls the destinies of men, okay? But those of you that get that RFID chip, you know, you're pretty much controlled by the so-called white man. He's going to be able to control your microchip, which is going to be able to allow you to buy or sell. Okay, so your destiny is pretty much ultimately is controlled by the Most High, but you gave yourself over to Esau and Satan pretty much, man. You sold your soul, and you're gonna burn pursuing to revelation, man. Okay, so just wanted to say that. Verse 15, Isaiah 14 and 15. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. Okay, so meaning to, you're gonna be brought down, man. Okay, and that hell doctrine, man, that's a cunningly devised fable as well, man. Okay, hell, when you look it up, it means grave or a very bad condition. Okay, very bad condition. Okay. Verse 16. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? Okay, so it shows you right there, is this the man? Is this the man? So Lucifer is referring to a man, not specifically, but as a nation, man. Okay, you see, and that's gonna go way over your people's heads, man. You're not gonna understand that. You're gonna think, oh, see, so it is talking about an individual. No, it's not. Lucifer is not referring to one guy. Oh, he's hiding somewhere in a cave somewhere and he's thinking mischief. No, it's referring to a race of people, man. I'm telling you. Okay, but see, the way the Lord made these scriptures, man, he purposely made it to where it's a mystery to you people. The Lord made this a puzzle just so you people don't get it, man. Because when you get deep into this, the Lord pretty much wants to destroy you people, man. Okay? You have the vessels of honor and the vessels of dishonor. Okay? You have people that were set up to be heroes and people that were set up to be villains. Okay? And the Lord is pretty much the movie director of all of this. This is all for his entertainment. Because when you get deep into it, the Lord pretty much controls everybody's destinies, man. Okay, everybody's destiny is already set in stone, so to speak. You can't choose your own destiny. Your destiny is already chosen for you. Okay, so you people that don't get this, you people that argue against this, it makes sense that the Lord pretty much chose you people to be the wicked. Okay, you're people in the background, so to speak. A lot of you people, really, you're not even main characters to the movie. You're nobodies, Hey, because in the movie, you have what? You have the main characters, right? The good guys, so to speak, the protagonist, okay? And then you have the villain, the evil one, okay? The bad guy. And then you have what? The background people, man. Okay, so a lot of you people, you're really not even you're not main characters to this movie. You're just background people. Okay, which is why it's written, let the multitude perish that was born in vain. Okay, let all these people, just let them die, man. Okay, see, death to the Most High, to the Almighty is a simple thing from one state over to another. Okay, the Lord doesn't mind. He won't hesitate, to put an individual down. Okay, to kill him. To us, that's a lie. It's like, oh shit, that's heavy, man. Okay, it's a fearful thing for us, man. But to the Most High, it's he'll kill you. Okay, he will kill you. To the Most High, killing somebody is not, it's like nothing. Okay, it's just going from one state to another, because your soul just pretty much returns to him. Okay, so it's a lot, man. This knowledge, man, you got to get into this while there's still time. Okay, because when shit hits the fan, there's not going to be time for me to sit down with you and break these scriptures down. Okay, it's too much, man. It's too much wisdom. It's too much knowledge. And it takes too much time to teach someone. Okay, so when these things start to happen, it's going to be too late to to get into this, okay? You know? So, my best advice for you people, you know, either get into this all the way or don't get into it at all, okay? You know? That's all I can say for you, you know? Either get into it all the way or don't get into it at all, okay? If this doesn't, you know, if this doesn't interest you, you don't want anything to do with this, then just leave it alone, man. Put the book down, okay? You know, don't play with your life, man. Okay. Anyways, that made the world, verse 17, that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners. 18. All the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, everyone in his house. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, and as the raiment of those that are slain, thrust through with a sword, that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden under feet. Okay? So, you so-called white people, man, you're gonna go from being the top race of people to being nobodies, man. Okay? Alright, verse 20. Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land, and slain thy people. The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned. It goes to show you right there. See, the seed of evildoers. The seed of evildoers, man. I'm telling you, it's referring to an actual race of people. It's not referring to one guy. It's referring to the seed of evildoers. Okay? And the seed of evildoers, when you read the Bible, the seed is referring to your lineage, man. Okay? More specifically, it's talking about sperm. Okay? Okay? When you read the Bible, when a man, okay, ejaculates into a woman, that's the seed right there. He's putting his seed into a woman, okay? And that seed is gonna grow into a person, okay? Because women in the Bible are compared to land, okay? And there is scriptures to actually prove that, okay? So you females, you're like land, man. And the man is like the plow. He plows you a woman and he puts his seed in her. Okay, and what grows out of that? Okay? A tree. Trees come from seeds, right? Well, people come from, you know, we grow from sperm, and right? We're fertilized, okay? A woman that gets pregnant and she has the baby, okay? Because there's also scriptures proving that people are compared to trees, okay? So this is you know, you got to know what this is talking about, man. You have to be learned to be able to teach these things. If you're going to be teaching the Bible, you better know the basics, man. Okay? You know, because this is a lot, man. Okay? And see, that's how lineage is traced back. Okay? The lineage of who you are, it's traced back to your father. What sperm you came from, what seed line you come from, not your mother, because you come from your father, man. Okay? For example, if I have if I go to Japan, right, and I get a Japanese girlfriend, right, and I have intercourse with this female, the baby that comes out of that it's always going to be recognized as a so-called Mexican, okay? Because that's you know, that's what I am, a so-called Mexican. I'm an Israelite from the tribe of Issachar, but that baby, even though it's coming from a Japanese woman, that's not how nationality works. He's a Mexican at heart, in other words. That's who he is. So you are what your father is, man. Okay? To help you people understand, okay? So yeah, I'm going to read verse 20 one more time. Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people. The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned. Verse 21, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. Okay? So, the Lord is preparing a slaughter for you so-called white people, man. Okay? There's no other way around it, man. You're being prepared for slaughter. Okay? The Almighty actually has a slaughter prepared for you Edomites, man. Okay? So, hey, man. I'd hate to be a white boy right about now, man. You know? At one point, everyone wanted to be like you, you know? But, hey, soon it's not gonna be so, okay? You so-called white people in the kingdom, you're gonna be they're gonna be the wetbacks, man. Okay? You know, because these Edomites, they're gonna be working and sweating all the time, okay? But, you know, they call the Mexicans that because they cross over the river and whatnot, but you know, hey, but they're literally going to have wetbacks because they're always gonna be sweating from all that work, man. Okay? You're gonna be the new slaves in the kingdom, I'm telling you, man. The so-called Mexicans and the so-called blacks are gonna rule over you, man. Okay? I know, and that's the kingdom. That right there is the kingdom of heaven. Okay, the Israelites ruling over the Edomites, over the heathen nations, okay? You know, so, you know, it's gonna get ugly for you so-called whites, man. And you're really not white. That's another lie you've told the world. You're not white, man. There is no such thing as a white race. White is a color, okay? You know, white is a color. That's like saying, I don't know, man. That's bugged out, bro. That's crazy, okay? That's like saying the so-called yellows, you know, which they call the yellow people, the Asians, right? The people of the Chinese descendants, right? No, but they're that's stupid, man. They're Moabites, man. Not there is no yellow race of people, okay? Just like there's no so-called blacks, okay? There is no so-called blacks, okay? It's just different shades of brown, okay? That you Edomites, you proclaimed yourselves to be white, okay? Because what you're gonna learn about these people, about the so-called white man, is they're very good when it comes to their studies in psychology, man. They understand psychology, okay? And they know that by calling themselves white, they're subconsciously putting out to the world that, look, we're pure, we're innocent, okay? Listen to us. You know, that's all that is, man. That's a battle of psychology right there, man. That's a psychological attack. And then what do they call our people? The head tribe, Judah. What do they call you? They call you the blacks, man. What is black? What does black refer to in psychology? Black refers to death. In some cases, it can represent professionalism, but mostly death, man. Okay? So they knew what they were doing, man. They knew exactly what they were doing when they put these labels on our people. Okay? Anyways, verse 22. Verse 22, for I will rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name, and remnants, and son, and nephew, saith the Lord. Okay? Right. That's right. That's right. Okay? Right. And verse 21, okay, when it talks about prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, okay, you know, that proves that reincarnation is real, okay? That proves that reincarnation is real, because when you read the scriptures, the Lord doesn't hold people accountable for their father's actions, okay? When you read the law, it's not like that. So when you read the law, the scriptures clearly state that that if someone commits, right, a crime such as adultery, for example, it's not the son that gets punished for that. Vice versa, it's not the father that gets punished for the iniquity of the son. Okay, but in this case, what the scriptures are referring to, it's pretty much saying that you so-called white people today, you were your forefathers in back in those past lives, man. Okay, you were those people. Okay, because that's something that they always like to push out. Oh, well, that wasn't us, that was my forefathers. But here I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, man. You were your forefathers in a reincarnation. In the reincarnation, you were that person cracking the whip, okay, and doing vile things to us, okay. It was you who sold the boyfriend harlot, okay, and sold a girl for wine, okay. That was you, man. It was you. All right. So it's something important to understand, okay? Because the Lord isn't a liar. You have to understand that the Lord is not he's not one that should lie. So when he says something, right, he means it. He does it. He performs it, okay? He performs to what he says, okay? And when the Lord said that the son, or neither the father would pay for the iniquity of the son, right? Or the father, or the son for the father, right? You know what? Let me see if I can find that scripture, man. Let me just get it. Okay. Right. Okay. Let me see. Right. This is Exodus 20:5. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, for I, the Lord, thy power, am a jealous power, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. Okay. So this is another scripture too as well that proves reincarnation. Okay. This is another scripture as well that proves that that the Lord punishes people in different lifetimes. Okay. So you might get away in one lifetime, right? But the Lord will get you in another lifetime. Okay. But let me see if I can find the other one that I wanted. Right. There we go. Okay. So I got it right here. This is Ezekiel 18 and 20. Okay. So listen to this, man. This is Ezekiel chapter 18, verse 20. The soul that sinneth, it shall die. The son shall not bear the iniquity of the father, neither shall the father bear the iniquity of the son. Okay. So see, this is where people, they think the Bible contradicts itself, man. Because you people don't have the oil, right? You don't have the Bible. Think of it like a really complicated machine. It has very intricate, very complicated parts, man. Okay? Think of it like that. And without the oil, none of this works correctly. Okay? The oil is like the lubrication. Okay? You need the lubrication in order for this complicated machine to work correctly. Okay? So, now that I covered that, right? You need the proper understanding to understand what this is talking about. This is referring to reincarnation, okay? This is the ultimate conclusion that you're left with. That, okay, because when you read this, all right, the father does not bear the iniquity of the son, and vice versa, the son does not pay for the iniquity of the father. So in other words, everybody pays for what they've done. I'm not held guilty for what my father does. If he wants to be an evil person, that's on him. Okay, and vice versa, if a son wants to be evil and the father is righteous, the son is going to pay for what the things he's doing, not the father paying for what his son's doing. No. You see, so what does it mean in Isaiah when the Lord is preparing slaughter for the iniquity of the fathers? Okay? What does that mean? That means that you were those forefathers in past lifetimes, man. You were those people in reincarnations, man, in a different lifetime. Okay? So reincarnation exists when you read the scriptures, okay? But no, let me finish reading that, okay, real fast. Okay. Ezekiel 18 and 20. The soul that sinneth, it shall die. The son shall not bear the iniquity of the father, neither shall the father bear the iniquity of the son. The righteousness of the righteous shall be upon him, and the wickedness of the wicked shall be upon him. You see? So everybody pays for what they've done as an individual. You're not paying for what you've done as for what your father has done. Okay, you're not paying for what your son is done or doing. Okay. In other words, you were those people in the reincarnation. Okay. You were those people, man. And indeed, you so-called white people, you were enjoying slavery. Okay, you still are. Okay. Goes to show you don't care. Okay, because a white boy, he'll cry up, cry up a storm saying that he's sorry, this, that, and the third. You know. Well, if he's doing that, he might not be an Edomite. You know. He might just be an Israelite, man. Just that feels bad, because Esau is gonna have the spirit of Cain. Okay. Right. Cain is gonna be like, fuck. Well, you know, he's not my brother. You know. I don't care about him. You know. Cain is gonna be like, am I my brother's keeper? He's gonna come in that spirit, man. Okay, but so if he's crying, he might be an Israelite, but that's just, he's scattered, you know? Right. He's scattered throughout the Edomite nations, man. Okay? The Edomite tribe, okay? Edomite tribes, you know? He might have had an Amalekite mom, but his dad was probably some Judite or something, you know? I mean, it's like that, okay? And he comes out looking like a straight up white boy, okay? Because I've seen some guys, man, it's like, damn, he's an Israelite, you know? But it's not a thing of skin color. You have to get over that, okay? This thing isn't a thing of skin color. You really have to look past that, man. It's a thing about seed line. It's a thing about race, about who you are, okay? Don't get caught up in that whole skin color thing, okay? That's a very carnal way of thinking, okay? It's not about that. Verse 22. Or verse 23, I'm sorry. I will also make it a possession for the bittern and pools of water, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, saith the Lord of hosts. The Lord of hosts has sworn, saying, surely as I have thought, so shall it come to pass, and as I have purposed, so shall it stand, that I will break the Assyrian in my land, and upon my mountains tread him underfoot. Then shall his yoke depart from off them, and his burden depart from off their shoulders. Okay? Right. So that's it on that, okay? But yeah, when you read that chapter, man, let's review one more time, all right? The Golden City is referring to America, okay? The king of Babylon is referring to the so-called white man, okay? Lucifer, okay, is referring to America, right? That is ruled by the so-called white man, okay? So it's important to understand all of these things, okay? The seed of evildoers is referring to the Edomite people, okay? So you have to understand, man, okay? If you still can't get it, then you don't. Just know that Lucifer is a so-called white man. All right, it's referring to him. Okay. If you're gonna get anything out of that, just remember that Lucifer is referring to the so-called white man. Okay. If that offends you, if that's too much for you, then you know what, you're gonna be destroyed too. Okay. And matter of fact, let me get this. Okay. Let me see here. Yeah, this is Daniel's chapter 12. Daniel chapter 12, verse 9. And he said, "Go thy way, Daniel, for the words are closed up and sealed till the time of the end." Right. So in other words, this Bible was a mystery for a very long time. Okay, people would read the prophets and be like, what the hell is this talking about? But now that we're at the end, now the book is being revealed, which is referring to the Bible. Now that we're in the end times, this Bible is finally being understood the correct way. Okay. Verse 10, many shall be purified and made, Verse 10, many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. Okay, so the wicked are going to do wickedly, man. You know, if you don't want to, if you want to buck up and rebel against this, then you know what? You're wicked, just straight up. Okay, you're not wise and you are not righteous. Okay, the Lord's going to destroy you. All right. And I really like how it said tried, right? Many shall be purified and made white. You see, there goes that color white again. I'm telling you, white is a subconscious color that makes people think of purity, of innocence, of righteousness. Okay? When the so-called white man called himself white, he was doing a psychological attack on people. Okay? They know what they're doing, man. All right? And they know that you so-called blacks and Hispanics, that you fall for all of his little tricks. Okay? Because a lot of you, 2/3, you're not going to make it either. You're wicked too. Okay? You so-called Hispanics and you so-called blacks. Okay? You're not right, man. You're wicked. Okay? Ye are of your father the devil, and the father the devil is referring to the so-called white man. Okay, so these white people, they're like your daddy, man. Okay, and indeed you go to him for everything. You flock to him for everything. You go to him for wisdom. Okay, the wisdom that the so-called white man gives you is garbage, man. This man will tell you that you know that committing adultery is okay. You know, this man will tell you that that drugs and pharmaceuticals are better than herbs and the natural remedies that the Lord has given us, man. You know? Yeah, so you so-called blacks and Hispanics, man, you're gonna go out just like the so-called white man, okay? Alright? Like father, like son, okay? Like the devil and his little baby, alright? You fucking blacks and Hispanics. Alright, you're all gonna perish and you're all gonna burn, okay? Two parts therein shall be cut off and die. Okay? 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. Alright, like it tells you in Zechariah, alright? But anyways, going back to this, many shall be purified and made white and tried. Okay? Because the thing about the Lord is he tries his men, okay? He tries his elect, right? And he tries us by way of fire. And that fire pretty much is tribulation, okay? That the Lord purposely puts on us, right? To see what we'll do, you know? And the Lord's always been like that. He's always been like that, you know? That's not something new, you know? He tried Abraham to see what he was going to do when he told him to go sacrifice his son. Okay? And the fact that Abraham was willing to do it, all right, that right there proved to the Most High, is like, oh, snap, this guy, he's my guy, you know? He's the one, you know? And indeed, Abraham was blessed greatly, okay? So the Lord's always been like that. He always tries his chosen, okay? And the thing about his chosen is, we're like gold. Lord willing, I am of the elect, right? When you put gold through the fire, it doesn't burn, okay? It melts. It has a certain melting point, right? So it has to have a certain degrees to it of heat. and it just changes, okay? Gold and silver too. Gold and silver, they just change, okay? But they don't actually get consumed by the fire, okay? And what happens is with gold and silver, you actually have to put it in, okay, in that furnace through the fire to really purify it, man. Okay. All right. That's how you get 3/9 fine gold. Okay. That's how you get 3/9 fine silver. You have to purify it, man. Okay. Because obviously it's mined, but then you have to purify it correctly. So that's pretty much like us, man. It tells you that in the book of 2nd Esdras. So indeed the Lord is trying us, and the fire is taking away all those imperfections out of us, man. Okay? Right. You know? And that's what the Lord is doing to his hopeful elect, okay? Is he's trying us. He's putting us through the fire to get rid of those bad habits and those things that we've learned, and those stupid habits that we've learned in the world, that this world teaches you, okay? But the Lord is getting rid of those stupid little habits by way of different tribulations, okay? So it's all spiritual, man. This thing is deep, okay? This thing is not for everyone, okay? Not everyone's built to understand these things, okay? If you can understand it, man, hey, count it a blessing, okay? Because this knowledge is very heavy, okay? But anyways, man, with that, I'm going to say, Call Allah, Yahweh, Yahushai. All praises to the Most High and the Son. And until next time, I'll say, Shalom.